The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Kyle, I started thinking about those old commercials tonight. You remember those with the Stanley Cup? History will be made.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Locked On Canucks. My name is Trevor Begg, sports reporter for Daily Hive, joined as always by Kyle Bowen. And Kyle, I'm thankful for you, man. I'm thankful to have a friend like you at a time like this with the Vancouver Canucks about to make history. In fact, they did make history in a way tonight with their 10th straight loss. But I think what stands out to me the most tonight, Kyle, look, actually, I'm going to say this first. So I'm in the media booth tonight.
Yeah.
And, first period, no goals. And I had some friends in town from Nanaimo. And it was my friend brought her husband to the game. It was his first ever Canucks game. And he just saw goal after goal after goal. And he asked me one question as all these goals are getting scored on the Canucks. He said, I like watching fights. Like, who are the fighters on this team? I'm like, no one. There's no fighters on this team.
Vander Kane, though.
When has Vander Kane fought?
I'm cracking a bad joke. Like, what a disgraceful effort. And yeah, I get it. You want the tank. I want the tank. Isn't this what we want? This is what losing looks like. And to me, I feel like there could be like three sides to the truth here, where it's like, yeah, you're right, but I'm also right too when it comes to me saying that every player that's older than 22 on this team deserves to be traded after what we just saw. Like, you're an NHL player. For real. You're an NHL player. You play for a Canadian market. This team's been bad for damn near a decade. You're about to lose your 10th straight game. You've won one home game since early December, right? Yet you get plummeted in the second period, and there's no pushback. I don't care about the effing goals and the shot attempts and making Tristan Jarry look good. I'm talking about, like, bare minimum. Why aren't you slashing an Oiler? Where's the mitt to the face? Where's the? I'm not talking about. I don't need no chirps. Like, you don't deserve to chirp when you're down 6-0. But go crash the crease, lay a body check. There was none of that, and there was none of that in the third period. You also see a gutless post-game conference from Adam Fatu saying, that kind of happens. When you're down a lot of goals there, you kind of just want to go home. It happens once in a while. It's like, dude, Besser and Pettersson have been around this team for almost a decade. And it's like, you guys want to go home, right? Check collecting players right there. How about this is enough? You're on national TV, and I'm embarrassed. Where's the anger in their face? Again, if those guys start giving a puck, if they start bringing that energy, if they start playing with more emotion, you think the Canucks are going to start winning games? No, they're not. But as a fan, you want to see that because people are still paying to see you guys play. For real. Spoiled, entitled, what is this? Like, country club shit, for real. And number two, it's like, those guys are the oldest guys on the team with Zeev Buyam, a new guy to the group. Tom Melander, a new guy to the group. I'm praying that Buyam and Besser are not looking, Buyam and Tom Melander are not looking up to Besser and Pettersson. Because those are the guys that I don't want in the room come September when it's a fresh slate. Because I'm okay with losing. I'm okay with sucking again next year too. But you need fight. You need pushback. Because that, like, builds identity. You don't want to be bent over and, like, not have nobody, like, stand up for each other. And again, the fact that the oldest guys on this team, the leaders of this team, the highest paid players on this team, the fact that they didn't do any, they're about to lose their 10th straight game. There's no anger. There's no sadness.
10th straight game. Yeah, they're about to break the record on Monday.
Oh, they didn't lose their 10th straight?
No, this was their 10th straight.
This was, yeah, okay, so yeah. I'm just saying, like, you're in the middle of losing your 10th straight, and you're like, no, they didn't even care. And there was even a play with a minute left in the third period. Elias Pettersson has, like, it's in the offensive zone. Trent Frederick, I think, has the puck in the offensive zone. Pettersson, like, can hit him, lay out a body check or something. He just flies right by him, holds up against the board. And I'm like, there's your chance to show that this is not good enough. Because, you think Vegas would be okay losing 10 straight, being down 6-0? You don't think they're slashing our guys? You don't think they're like trying to like set the tone? Even if you're gonna suck for the rest of the season, it's like, yo, have some balls, or have a heart. But it's again, listen to Adam Foote after the game. This team just has a bunch of check collectors on this team, and I'm just praying again. I'm praying that like Z Bouillon and Tom Melander do not look up to these guys for real.
Yeah, and I do want to talk more about some of the leaders in quotes in that dressing room on the other side. But I do want to touch on Adam Foote and Elias Pettersson first. Now, I will start with Foote. I mean, I think one of the issues with Foote, and we've heard it all year long. You know, we're right there. We've been resilient, and then tonight he talked in the post-game press conference about how, oh, you know what? I've been there before where you make 3 mistakes and you just want to go home. And it's just like, it's the nice dad vibes from Adam Foote. It's like, it's okay, son. It's going to be okay. You might be a loser, but it's going to be okay. It's just too much of the nice dad vibes going on from Adam Foote. And it's making me wonder how cut out he is to be a head coach. And, the Canucks aren't making a change in the season like that. That's not happening. There's no purpose to doing that because.
And that's a good thing. Like, thank you so much to Rutherford and Alvin for not like pulling the plug on Adam Foote. Like, they know he's the tank commander and he's never getting another job as a head coach. Like, he doesn't have the X's and O's. He doesn't know how to teach that stuff. And he doesn't have the fire, man.
I think that's the main thing. I think he knows his X's and O's to an extent.
No,
right?
He doesn't. Like, I don't know. He might be one of those people who could like learn it if somebody else is teaching it, but I don't think he can teach it.
Well, I think a big thing about being a head coach is being a motivator. Like, it's one thing to know your X's and O's, but you need to motivate. Like, I'm looking at some of the best head coaches in the NHL right now. Paul Maurice is a motivator. Spencer Carberry is a motivator. John Cooper is a motivator. Jared Bednar ripping his team after their first home ice loss of the season. That guy is a motivator. Adam Foote is a nice guy. He does not motivate the boys to get up and play a hockey game. It's, again, I'm not saying it's to rip his team in the media necessarily, but it's just, especially after a night like tonight, when you don't play very well. And even Connor Garland on After Hours talked about how the effort needs to be better. Adam Foote wasn't really criticizing the effort tonight. Yeah. He talked about, again, on this goal, there was a mistake from the veterans, and this goal, there was some mistakes from the young guys.
Okay.
I mean, where's the motivation? Like, that's what you need to be a successful head coach, is the motivation. And Adam Foote, again, he's like, I picture me being Adam Foote in like 10 years, just to celebrating 420 and just being like, it's all right, kids. It's going to be all right.
And I think that would be okay if like there was 9 first-year players on this team. Not 8, I think. I think there's 8 like first-year players on the Canucks playing tonight. So, with this statement that I'm about to make, it could make some sense. But like, Adam Foote would be a perfect coach for like that super rookie-ish team that just needs to like get more experience and have the guy pat him on the back the whole time. But the fact of the matter is, their highest paid players and their best players are like, again, Besser and Pettersson, and like the whole Quinn Hughes thing too. Like, today hurt especially for me because I watched a lot of Quinn Hughes versus Buffalo. That guy played like he was the best player in hockey today, because he sometimes is. And all that being said, he also quit on the team. And Adam Foote kind of alluded to this morning when you asked him about his experience as a first-time head coach. And he cracked a little joke, a smirk, and he alluded to the fact that he's still looking for the voodoo doll in Rogers Arena because it's been he's been somewhat cursed. Like, I'm not saying he's a great coach or a good coach, and he would be able to turn it around if he had a better team. But let's be honest, everything from injuries to, again, players not giving up. You know what happened to him this year, and his captain didn't give a you know what. And Elias Pettersson, again, had a slow start to the season, whether it be 7 or 8 games. It's Mr. 11.6. Like, it just he didn't have no help. He didn't have no help, and I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about Adam Foote, to be honest. Like no, guys like Pettersson, even Tyler Myers, and like guys like Besser, like, you guys have been here forever. Like where's the anger? Where's the anger? And I just don't think they got it. And I know Besser wants to stay here for a long time because he's super loyal, but I don't know how badly he wants to win. I don't know how badly these guys want to win. And we always go back to that Shoresy quote, but bro, the proof is in the pudding. We're not just talking about this year. Like, we're talking about the last 8 years of Elias Pettersson, or like, since 2017. Like, it doesn't kill these guys that they lose games, bro. And today was just proof, man. Like, dude, your guys are leaders on the team. Like, aren't you guys embarrassed that you guys are probably like, giving these guys no path to like success. Like there's no tone setting here. I guarantee there's like no going out with the boys after, and you're probably not even taking. You guys probably have not even invited Z William to a dinner yet or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, there's no leadership on this team. There's no leadership on this team. And dude, we saw something in the comments right now. Let's press the button. Nothing is perfect. Go check him out. Great channel, more positive than me. He's saying, yo, why does Kyle hate Pettersson so much? I don't hate Pettersson, but at the end of the day, I'm a Canucks fan. And this guy showed up out of shape multiple times to training camp, being one of our most prominent players. For real, like, that's not good enough. And we're not, again, seeing this guy be accountable. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm not every single player needs to be personable and needs to be like the guy who's in front of this, but at the end of the day, he's one of the oldest players on the team, and it doesn't look like this affects him. It looks like I'm going to go collect checks. I'm doing my thing. I'm gonna go hang out at home after. I don't need to be a leader. I made 11.6, $95 million. That's cool. I deserve it, but there's no like ounce of leadership with him. And after just having year after year of this guy just, again, not showing up in camp, being like optimal and the excuses and stuff, and I don't know, man. It's just there's something. It's been smelly the whole time, and I'll end off the first segment with this. Like, I think it is so important for the Canucks to move off of this guy this year, for the team's sake inside the room, but also outside the room too. Like to the fans, to the people. Like the Canucks are gonna suck next year, and they're gonna suck the year after that, which is all good. But it would be nice if there was somebody in front of the cameras that didn't look like we should feel sorry for him. No, for real. This guy looks depressed all the time. Like, he's the face of the franchise. Get that energy out of here. Like for real. Again, case in point, like if Elias Pettersson is like wants us to feel bad for him, and you're not laying out a body check in a 6-0 game when you have a clear opportunity to do so, like, dude, you're not that guy. You're not that guy. You can't be the face of the Vancouver Canucks. You can't be the highest paid player on the Canucks anymore. Enough is enough. And Trevor, you said it before we got on. You can actually make the guarantee. You say it, because I don't want to see your thunder, but say it.
Well, we'll save the guarantee for another side. That's called a cliffhanger. I do want to say something quick. They talked about the boys not partying together tonight. Maybe Z Williams not getting invited out. I actually walked by Liam Ogren on my way home from the wing, just chilling with his own buddy, chilling with his girl.
Yeah,
no one from the Canucks there, man. Hopefully they're going out for a big shindig, but it didn't appear that way.
And bro, like, say what you want. Like, now people are gonna be like, oh, you guys are taking it too seriously. Like, it's too personal. Who cares if these guys don't hang out? Blah blah blah. No, I care, dude. I'm sick and tired of this team being ass, dude. For real. There's no camaraderie on this team, and you saw it once again. For real. And like, how about Evander Kane? This guy, you're bringing this guy in for veteran leadership and all this stuff, and it's like, it's 6-0. You're supposed to be an enforcer. Like, he probably wants to get paid. He probably wants that in his highlight reel. Like, yo, I stood up for the boys. Like, you want this like meat and potatoes on your playoff roster in a 6-0 game. I was willing to like, just drop the mitts against the Oilers or something. He didn't even bother doing that. Why? Because he doesn't care about being a Canuck. These guys do not care about being a Vancouver Canuck. Like, I wrote the sentence down. These Canucks don't care about Vancouver. They don't. They're check collecting. These veteran guys, they lack leadership. They lack oomph. They want us to feel sorry for them. And I'm like, dude, I'm not spending no time feeling sorry for some rich millionaire who's been a part of this team for years and years and years and years, and they continue to lose. And this guy can't. This guy just like, his energy is just so depressing. And I don't know, man. This today was good for Team Tank, but like, I can't. I will be so disappointed if September opens up and training camp opens up, and the leaders of this team once again are Elias Pettersson and Brock Besser. Like, that combo, get out of here, man.
Well, I got some good news on Pettersson. We'll talk about on the other side. I got a very tough question to ask you as well about Canucks leadership. That's all coming up next here on the Lost Special, baby. 10 in a row. Locked on Canucks. All right, before we get back to the show, let's shout out our friends over at FanDuel. This makes me smile, man. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks, man. Thanks. Kyle, this is a sign that you're a genuine dude. Kyle called me on my drive to the rink and said, "Good luck to the Seahawks today." Kyle, for those who don't know, one of the biggest Seahawks haters out there, and so that was a big moment.
Dude,
for me,
but I love I'm a big fan of you. I want you to be happy. It's all good. That's life, and my Packers, honestly, like the way you guys handled the 49ers today, I know we would have made it closer because I'm a big Jordan Love fan, and I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he would have made it closer. But you guys probably would have scored 50 on us. So congratulations, and go get the Super Bowl, please. Like beat the Bears if you have to play them next week.
Oh, let's go, man. Let's go. Beat the Bears, beat the Rams. I'm loving life as a Seahawks fan, and you can spice it up, whether it's the Seahawks, whether it's more NFL playoff games, whether it's the NHL, man. Bet against the Canucks, baby. There's good money doing that. You can check it all out on FanDuel. Every NFL playoff game day, you get multiple profit boosts. Oh, my God. Open your profit boost pack first thing on game day and see what boost you want to apply. The boost gives you more juice to the bets you already like instead of forcing you to bet something new. And baby, oh baby, I'm betting on the Seahawks, man. They were 7-point favorites, and I'm not going to lie. I was actually kind of thinking, my fan trauma was saying, I don't know. I know San Fran's banged up, but 7 points, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I should have bet minus 27 points. Man, oh, man. Whatever bet you're placing, make sure you go visit FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day.
Boom, bam. Okay, we back doing this, and that's talking about your Vancouver Canucks. My name's Kyle Bowen. That's Trevor Beggs. We just lost 10 straight. Good for Team Tank. Congratulations. Hey, I feel good about that, too. I think we got like a 7-point lead or something like that when it comes to being in 32nd. That's cool and all. But correct me if I'm wrong. If you think I'm being too harsh on the Canucks, say your piece, do what you want to do. If you think I can't have it both ways, or if I'm complaining too much when you can't, what's the quote? You can't eat your apple pie and your pumpkin pie at the same time.
Yeah, it's you can't eat ass and eat a loaf of bread too.
Yeah, at the same time. You can't eat your cake and make it too. Whatever that quote is. I get it, but I'm telling you the truth here. Like I want to watch a team play where I know even if they go balls to the wall, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose, and the fact that they're unwilling to go balls to the wall. People are like, oh, it's a talent thing. They're not good enough. Dude, shut the up, dude. That is like the biggest cop-out ever. Like, if somebody's paying $80 to go to the game, you got to work your ass off, no matter what. No matter what, and I didn't see that today. I also saw a bunch of players who didn't want to stand up for themselves, who think this is good enough, who don't care that their fans are embarrassed. And as a Canucks fan, I didn't grow up on that energy, bro. Enough is enough, and I don't know, man, like, I'm happy that we're tanking, but I'm so disappointed that some of these guys who wear the blue and green or the black, orange, and yellow think that is like cool. And then like you stand in front of the media and you say like 2 words because you're like you hate doing your job, and it's like you want Elias Pettersson being the face of your franchise. You want that guy giving the energy and like giving the aura to the fans. Like, dude, 14 kids got Canucks jerseys for Christmas this winter. If Elias Pettersson's around for another year, like 4 kids are buying. Like, let Zeev Bouillon be the guy answering most of the questions. Just have a crack in the smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn it over. Enough is enough.
Zeev Bouillon was actually asked for one of the media members tonight. They wouldn't bring him out after this game. I will say Brock Besser and Tyler Myers, like they were very forthcoming in their interviews. But let's touch on Pettersson quick. So there's a lot of short answers here with Elias Pettersson. And I think maybe this is good news for most of the Canucks fans. Some are still backing him, but I'm telling you right now, Elias Pettersson's getting traded. I don't know if he's getting traded before the start of next season. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think Elias Pettersson is going to be in Vancouver much longer. And in fact, I would bet that he's not back to start this season with the Vancouver Canucks. I think, Kyle, that's what
start
you want.
Next season.
Start of next season. I don't think he's going to be with the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah. Just guarantee it. I think he's getting traded by the deadline this year. I think that's when you're getting the most for him because there's like, I don't know, there seems to be like, remember I said this? You got to capitalize on, like, this recent surge that he's on. Like, again, 29 points in 40 games. Oh, you got to get Elias Pettersson. Because I think, like, there's a chance that this, like, energy around Pettersson will disappear again. Like, when it comes to, like, his trade value. Because weeks ago, it was the Canucks are going to have to eat the contract, take on a bad contract, and just give him away for free. Whereas, for some reason, and maybe you can, like, tell me why, for some reason, like, over the last 2 to 3 weeks, it's like, no, the Canucks will actually get somewhat of a decent package for a really good second line center that gets paid $11 million a year. So I'm just saying, like, they got to capitalize on that because soon that's going to go away. It's going to go away, man. And that's why, if I'm Canucks PR, man, I'm not even letting this guy talk to the media. Like this guy just gives off that bad, shitty vibe, dude. I don't.
No, I think I think he's got it, man. Like he's one of the highest paid players in this team.
But he's not going to be here for a long time. I don't know. Okay, so why do you think he has this value right now? I know we talked about this a couple days ago, but like,
I think there's a mentality around other teams right now that this is a good defensive player. This is a player with skill. You see it in very small spurts, and that he will thrive and do better in another environment. I think the Canucks believe that too, to be honest. And I think he'll do better in another environment too. I don't think he's going to be a 100-point guy in another environment. Every day know that. I've said that before. But I do think this guy's going to be better in another environment. And that's why.
Me too.
You know, Kyle, I know I was saying last week that they have to get something for Elias Pettersson if they're going to trade him. I don't think it's going to be much more than like a first and maybe a prospect. And then a Ross player coming back to make the cap work. Maybe like a Jesperi Kotkaniemi, right? Like someone with a bad contract is coming back.
Well,
like, it's not going to be a fantastic return for Pettersson. But I think they need to reset the culture here. And I don't think the culture is good with Pettersson. I mean, we talked about the leadership from Adam Foote. When Adam Foote mentioned leaders in the locker room, he has not mentioned Elias Pettersson.
Yeah.
The vibes are bad. I think the Canucks need to move on. And I think you need to get something for Pettersson, though. That's the main thing. But I'm telling you right now, I think they're going to find a way to make it work. And I think another team is going to, or at least Pettersson's going to be wearing another jersey before the start of next season. And look, even just hearing some rumblings around media too, like there are people in media that Pettersson refuses to talk to. And look, Connor Garland today on After Hours, he talked about, having to be professional after losses, right? And again, if Pettersson's just refusing to straight up talk to like multiple guys in media, like that's not very professional.
Yeah. Dude, it's entitled. It's like, again, we got to feel sorry for him. It's like people are paying to watch you play hockey. People are spending time to watch you play, like it or not. That's why you're making millions of dollars. Like the game has been built off of, the game not itself, but like the business itself. It's like the media, the fans, the commercials, the attention, all this stuff. And I know it sucks to lose, but don't act like you're not part of the reason why we're losing.
He was on the ice for 4 goals.
And I'm just, dude, and it's like, can one of these guys just say, yo, can the highest paid player on the team be like, yo, this is embarrassing. This is not good enough. But the energy I get off that guy is like, no, it is good enough. Work just ended. I'm going home. For real. That's what I get. And yeah, just, I don't know, man. That's just, and yo, if he moves off of the Canucks, I already know, yo, for real, he's gonna do well. Like, because the Canucks suck. That's why, like, he's not in like the craziest situation here to succeed. I'm not making a ton of excuses for him, but I'm just saying he's obviously going to be better somewhere else. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. That's life. That's life. But if we're going to be good in 4 to 5 years, I'm okay with just resetting the culture, resetting the face of the team, and like having different guys in leadership roles, or just the energy, dude. Just the energy. Like having got more guys in that room that are cool with camaraderie. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want more guys in that room that are like, yo, let's go out. Let's hang out. How you doing? I don't get that vibe off this team. This team is literally like Nikita Zadorov was like 99 overall when it came to leadership when he got into this locker room. And that's saying something because he kind of got kicked out of Calgary for all like how outspoken he was. That's how weird this leadership dynamic is in this room. And it just all needs to change. And I think if you take the biggest piece out of it, another one, you already got rid of Quinn Hughes and Miller. But if you get rid of the Mr. 11.6, like, I don't know, man. It's just a more natural evolution will occur. And yo, Pettersson, again, if he succeeds somewhere else and wins somewhere else, like, yo, good for you. You're a great player. You know, deep down you are, but I just don't see this working. And if this guy's going to have this energy where like, we got to feel sorry for, it's been years and years and years of this, where like he gives off this like standoffish energy. It's like, how do you connect to the fans? And like, it's not even fans like you and I, like me. I'm talking to me. Like, I'm just a pissed off SOB who's like 32 and a half years old, turning on 60. But how about the 12-year-old kid? Like, you know what? You and I were addicted to Canucks at 12 years old. Like, we're listening to the radio, like listening to all of our favorite players talk. We're watching Sportsnet at 10:15, sneaking it in to watch the post-game show, win or loss, to see like how our players are talking. And like, that's the guy who's frowning all the time. I'm sorry. Like, it's over. I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, and let's throw to a comment quick before we wrap up here. This segment on Locked On Canucks. I think this is important to bring up because we got a couple comments about it. Amit has said, the guy just lost a kid. Teresa K saying he sounds depressed. His wife has shared her story to help others. And look, I do feel terrible for Pettersson. Like I got a lot of people close to my life who've gone through similar things, and you could see like this season has worn on him. Even the stories about him not talking to media members, though, they extend beyond that. But I think the point I want to make is, Pettersson's got the no move clause. He holds all the cards here. I believe Pettersson would want to change the scenery. I believe he'd want to go to a new team, a new city, just start fresh. Just start fresh because things haven't gone the way in Vancouver. I think it's wearing on him mentally, and a lot of things are wearing on him mentally. So I think Pettersson, sometimes when you go through things in life, you just want to reset and go somewhere new in general, right?
Yeah.
So I think that he would welcome a change of scenery. And I think it's best for both sides at this point.
No, condolences, man. Like, one love. And no, that's tough. Like, it's hard for anyone to rebound off of like what he went through. And I think a lot of my, because again, if you listen to the episodes this year, like I've said it many times, this guy's been 100 times better than he was last year. He's taken a step, but a lot of
he's been maybe twice as good.
Okay, fair enough. But he, on that note, like, he's been bad before the season started. He was like very, very bad for a 20-month stretch of time, including a playoff run, and that leaves a bad taste in our mouths. And even amidst all of that, he just gave off the energy that we should feel bad for him. Like, he's in a tough spot, which I get. When you're bad at your job for a bit and like everyone's watching you, it sucks. But there comes a time and point for an elite athlete who's taken up a big chunk of the cap in a hockey crazed market to just take it off the chin and move forward and be a better leader, grow. And I don't think I've seen that. I think I've seen somebody who, he still showed up to camp last year in bad shape. Like, even this year, like, it wasn't like he was excelling in training camp. It took him a while to get started. They were babying him a bit. They told us it was going to take him a while to get started. All this stuff, and it's like, how many times are we going to make an excuse for this guy? But again, there's a lot. Again, it's an emotional toll. All in all, though, I'll end it on this. When he moves on, best of luck. I'm not going to be mad if he excels. I want him to excel. But this is just like, this relationship is just, it's just over, man. It's just over, man.
Yeah. It's better for both sides to move on. I mean, Pettersson's in the position right now too, where like he is the guy, he is the face. And I think if he's in a market where he's not the guy, like he's going to be a guy, like look at the money he's making, look at his status, look at what he's done in this league for, the first 5 years of his career. Like he's going to be a big face, but if he's not the guy, it'll make a difference for him and his game for sure. All right, Kyle, I'm going to ask you an incredibly tough question on the other side as we wrap up here on Locked On Canucks. Get to a couple comments as well. And I got to say, man, I'm happy to be doing this with you in person, man, because, dude, you smell great, man. What are you doing, man? Unbelievable. Yeah. This episode brought to you by Kyle's Cologne. Just kidding. This episode is brought to you by Find Out Next on Locked On Canucks. All right, Kyle. Well, I'm glad you're back because I really did think that I was going to have to find a new co-host. And I even put the ad up on Indeed. Because if you need to hire someone, you got to use Indeed. If you're looking for work, go check out Indeed. And for those employers, when you want candidates who truly match what you're looking for, trust Indeed's sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job posting on other job sites because Indeed sponsored jobs puts your post at the top of the page and helps you reach the right candidates faster. And if I needed to hire someone for the show, I'd go straight to Indeed and be very specific about what I need. I need a tall, dark, handsome Fijian to replace Kyle Bowen. But I'm glad you're here, man. So it's all good. So spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes with less stress, less time, and more results. Boom, bam, by using Indeed sponsored jobs. Listeners of this show, you'll get a $75 sponsored job credit. Wow. To help give your job the premium placement it deserves at Indeed.com/lockedon. Just go to Indeed.com/lockedon right now and support the show by saying you heard about Indeed on this very podcast. Locked On Canucks. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring, do it the right way with Indeed.
Okay, we back doing this, and that's reading your comments here on Locked On Canucks. Terry saying Elias Pettersson wants to play out the season, get out of the spotlight, and go home. But Handry is saying, I think Elias Pettersson, or I think the Vancouver Canucks will keep him. Aaron Phillips saying, I am keeping Pettersson. He's a franchise player. Some people also saying one excuse for like Pettersson's like lack of offense is like every time he finds a line mate that he has chemistry with, they trade him, blah, blah, blah. Trevor, let me ask you this before you ask me a bigger question. Like, why would the Canucks keep Elias Pettersson at 11.6, knowing that he wears an A and all this jazz? Like, why would they keep him?
I think the primary reason will be they don't get the value that they want from him on the trade market. I think that would be the primary reason. Like, if there isn't a team willing to give up a first and like a good prospect, let's say, I wonder if they just say, look, he's still a good player. I know it hasn't worked out. We have concerns maybe about him being the face of the franchise, but we're not going to trade this guy for nothing. I think that is the primary reason they keep him. I think if they get what they want for Elias Pettersson, like we already know they're listening on them. They've admitted as much. If they get what they want for Pettersson, they're going to trade him. I can almost guarantee it. But if they don't get that value, then I think he remains a Canuck. I think that's really the only thing that's keeping him in Vancouver right now. Man, maybe we'll get him my contract sucks answer. Who knows?
Yeah. No, fair enough. But dude, on that note, like maybe he doesn't go this season, and then next season he goes Luongo on us and is able to take the jabs, is able to take the noise, is able to like talk in front of the microphones with a smile on his face, control the narrative, not lose to media members. Guys that are making $85,000 a year, 47 after taxes, you know? Like, I'm not saying money is everything. I'm just saying, like, don't lose to the intimidation factor. Like, you're Elias Pettersson. You're an uber athlete. You know, you're a model of that. Once you make the NHL, you're excellent at what you do. You know, like maybe he grabs the reins on like all this shit that he doesn't like and is able to like be satiric with it and do what Luongo did and change the pace of again his messaging towards his teammates and the fan base, because I think that's needed. Again, I think that's needed. I think like having somebody like just look so frustrated all the time as like your leader is just I don't know, man. Just enough is enough. Enough is enough. And there was also another comment up here that I really, really like. Let's press the button. And it was talking about I can't find it right now, but it's like, okay, why would any of these players like right here, but from Molly Flart? Mall Flart. Okay, saying Kyle, real question though. Why should these guys care about being Canucks? Is there anything really to be proud of? The team and its history sucks, and the fan base is so toxic anytime they don't win. Well, they never win.
I disagree with the fan base being toxic.
Yeah,
I know, like, I saw an Oilers fan today saying, like, Canucks fans deserve this. They're the worst fans in the league. I don't believe that, man. I think this is one of the
guys drafted. They got 5 first overall picks or whatever, and it's like, yo, shut the fuck up, yo.
I think this is one of the most passionate fan bases in the league. And look, there's bad eggs. There's toxic fans everywhere. It's funny. I was actually talking to Scott Oak today, and I'm just like, how do you handle? So I saw Scott Oak at the morning skate. I was like, how do you handle like when you say like, oh, I got Connor Garland on the show, and you get all these like shit answers like from fans who are just like roasting that you can't read on TV. I'm like, how do you sift through that? He basically said it's tough. But the one fan base he called out is Toronto. He's like when Mitch Marner was after hours, he's like, I couldn't believe the stuff I was reading. So look, there's bad fans in every market. The more passionate the fan base, the more bad eggs you get. But I'm not going to sit here and say this fan base is toxic. I think it's one of the most passionate fan bases in the NHL. Don't bring up the riot to me, man. Those aren't real fans. The guys shit posting online, hiding behind a keyboard. They're not real fans. But this is one of the best fan bases in the NHL, and they deserve a lot better. So I think that's why players should be proud to be a Vancouver Canuck, because you play in a city that wants you to win.
Yeah, and I just don't. Again, I'm maybe it's because I'm getting older in life, but I got no time to like feel bad for players outside of personal stuff. But if you're sad because you're losing, or if you're sad because the media is tough and it changes your whole energy and like all this jazz, and then you're blaming like the microphones on why like you suck or like your team sucks, it's like I got no time for that, man. I got no time for that. It's like you get paid millions of dollars. Like the economy is like in shit right now. People are sorry, pardon my language, taking a ferry to watch you play, flying in to watch you play. I saw something on Twitter, like someone flew in with their family to watch the Canucks play today. Like,
Yeah, there's someone from Wales.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like
my family from the
it's like that's why no matter what happens, like I want the leaders on my team to be like this. No matter what happens, game in and game out, I'm grateful that I get to do this for a living, and I'm trying my ass off, and I'm battling, and I'm also because I'm a hockey player, because anyone can work their ass off, but specifically because I'm a hockey player, I'm in the fight. I'm battling, and I am embarrassed if we're about to lose 10 straight and we're losing 6-0. Like, I'm gonna give these fans something. I'm going to get into a scrum. I'm going to lay the body out. I'm going to show my fans that I am angry about this. I'm disappointed in this. I'm not going to act like this is just part of the gig. Oh, yeah, we suck. We're 30. This is going to happen to us. Nah, none of that, man, because that's going to bleed over into next year. That will. What do you think Z William is looking like? What he's probably like, oh, this is how it is. This is how it is. Tom Melander's probably like, oh, this is how it is.
Well, I think Z William at least has been around winners and like in the World Championships. And I look at Minnesota too, not necessarily like there's a lot of winners there, but some good veterans in like Jonas Brodin and Jared Spurgeon, who know what it takes to be a pro in the NHL. And maybe we'll end on this note because you're kind of touching on leadership here. Now, I did find it interesting tonight, like Brock Besser, one of the things he mentioned was like, even though it's hard, even though it's tough, even though it's frustrating, like he says he wants to be around here and help the young guys out. Tyler Myers is pretty forthcoming too, just very stoic and talking about how, you know, you got to just kind of keep your head going. Like it was a lot of talk about helping out the young guys now. And then Kyle, the question I want to ask you, obviously the Canucks have said it and we don't see this in the NHL. Like they're going to keep some veterans on this team. If you had to pick 3 veterans to keep on this team, maybe for the next couple of years while they're rebuilding, what 3 veterans would you keep?
Connor Garland, Philip Hronek, and 27-year-old Linus Karlsson.
Oh, man.
That's my answer. I'm shipping Tyler Myers off too, man. Like, I'm sorry. And he'll do better somewhere else, but I've read too many books. I've watched too many documentaries. Like, Tyler Myers as a leader would succeed on a team that had more leaders on the team. He's a good dude. He knows how to talk to the media. Like, he knows that stuff. But if you're a best leader, your best good guy is also Tyler Myers, like a guy who's like a 5th defenseman. The leadership isn't that efficient. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's nice. It's like Adam Foote. It's like Adam Foote. But it's not going to equate to success. And there were some rumors that Ottawa would be interested in Tyler Myers. Like, I know Myers probably won't leave this year, but if they can get off of him next year as well, I would do that. It's not even just for money. It's just like resetting everything in that locker room. Everything. Like, I don't want to even go into next season having it for the 9th year in a row, Tyler Myers being our best leader. No, for real. That's like crazy. Went through my whole 20s having Tyler Myers be the best leader of the Canucks. That's crazy.
Good guy, Tyler Myers, man. Great guy to talk to in the locker room. Always gives a good answer. Yeah, for me, it's a tough one, and I'm not going to say Philip Hronek because I think he's a great leader in that locker room, but I'm also going to trade value on this team, and I just think they got to look at trading Philip Hronek just because he's the most valuable asset in this organization. For me, the leaders I'd keep Thatcher Demko first and foremost because this is a guy who said that he wants to be a Canuck no matter what it looks like. Now, maybe he's not here for most of the games, but when he is here, he has a chance to actually do good things for this hockey team. I think Thatcher Demko can be a good leader.
Did you hear? Remember when Nick Bondi was like, Thatcher Demko's the new Elias Pettersson because we're gonna start calling him 8.5 instead of like how we call Pettersson 11.6. We're gonna call Demko 8.5 because that's how many games he's gonna play every year.
Yeah. Well, he'll be a good leader from the press box. Then there you go. Plus, I don't think there's any trade value in Thatcher Demko either. Like, I don't think any team's taking on that risk. So I'd keep Demko. I'd keep Marcus Pettersson. I think a guy when you watch the
what? Stop.
Why would you keep Marcus Pettersson? Like, he's a guy again. You're not going to recoup the trade value on him. He's been around winners with Sidney Crosby. Even being in the dressing room, he's a guy that
true. Tom Melander,
like, he's good in the clips. Like, so I would keep
Marcus
Pettersson. And the third guy probably would be Connor Garland.
Yeah.
I hesitate on that because I think there's some trade value there, but you get a guy like that who had to grind and claw and scrap for every inch, right? And I would say Kiefer Sherwood, but I think they need to trade him, right? Like, that's pretty clear. I think Connor Garland is a guy who exemplifies working your ass off to get to the NHL level. And I think that is a good leader for the Canucks locker room. So I'm going to go Demko, Garland, and Marcus Pettersson for my 3 leaders I'd keep. Everyone else, see ya.
All right. Well, that was another therapy session. People calling me angry. I got a tweet saying that somebody hates me.
Oh, really? Nice. Now you know you made it.
That's okay. Hate's a strong word. I hate the Canucks sometimes too. I love the Canucks, but I hate the Canucks too, and I love the Canucks, but I also hate the Canucks, but I love them. If you know what I'm catching my drift. At the end of the day, we just lost 10 straight games. I'm 32 and a half years old, and it hit me this morning that by the time the Canucks are good, I'm going to be 38. No, that's crazy. Like that's life, but it hit me today. All in all, speaking of being hit, the Canucks hit absolutely nothing today in the last 40 minutes of the game, and that's embarrassing, and the fans deserve better. Hit the like button, support the show, and we'll be back on Monday. Trevor, sign us out, man.
One love to you and you, Canucks Nation. Better days. We'll be ahead one day. Might be a while, but we got you here through the good, through the bad, here on Locked On Canucks. On YouTube, hit the goddamn like button, subscribe to the show on the podcast side, follow us, leave a 5-star review. It helps us out a lot. I love you and you, and Kyle, I love you. Locked On Canucks, baby.